Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm here at Apex 2018. I'm joined by Hayley Fu from iNEMI. Hayley, you're taking care of the Asian side of the operation. Tell me a little bit about iNEMI's footprint in Asia and membership there and how that operates.
Since Asia is manufacturing, a lot of companies doing the supply chain development. I mean, supply materials, PCBs, doing the assembly. Also, several major assembly houses are there. So we collaborate with those members and also the industry on developing some projects, especially to deploy the technology or to do some experiment to evaluate the new materials, new technology, and see what are the issues. And since we have good coverage on the supply chain, so it helps the industry to adopt the technology to smooth the technology transition.
Okay, so in terms of these technical projects you do where you are evaluating new process, evaluating new materials, how do they come about? Is it the members coming to you, or is it you doing research to try and ascertain what they need?
iNEMI develop a roadmap. So one important step is we do gap analysis based on the roadmap. So this is one source of the inputs where we get project proposals or ideas. We also organize workshops on specific technology area. For example, on the packaging technology or related to the board assembly or PCB. From those workshop discussion, there are some project proposed. Definitely the membership and some technical group discussion, they may bring ideas as well. Then we will prioritize and sometimes conduct a survey, investigate the list of the ideas. Then we pick the most interesting ones for everybody, and we have the critical mass or the key players invited. Then the first step, actually, we form the project. So trying to scope the project properly, what would be the objectives, what we expect to come out of the project. Because for every project, we want to have some results delivered like in a year or year and a half, so that we see how true the issue is, and if there are some new things we didn't pay attention, then we can refresh and redefine the project, move to the next phase. So that's how we do the project. We form it with, but typically during the project formation, we members and non-members, they all can join the discussion, so that we make sure that we have the problem, states correctly, and we are working on the right issues, benefit for everybody.
Yeah.
So, but for the project execution, it only the members can participate, since we have information sharing, and the output will be shared by the participating members.
Yeah, that's really important. That's really, really valuable to get that input. Just give me an example of a project that you're working on at the moment and what the expected output is from that.
Okay, so one project we launched a year ago. It's on the low temperature soldering project. Nowadays, miniaturization is one direction, right? For the products, they become thinner and thinner. The package become very, highly integrated. So the warpage issue become a big challenge. Also, how some for the future products, maybe the components and some modules, they are more sensitive to the high temperature, right? So we try to, the industry is trying to lower down the reflow temperature. So if we use low temperature soldering, then we can mitigate some of the challenges. So this is one direction. I think a lot of interest from the industry. The project we are currently running, we have over 20 companies participating from the the product development side, the OEM, like Intel is taking the leadership on this project. We have the participation from HP, Dell, Microsoft, so the major OEM side, even the medical company like Abbott, they have some adoption of those low temperature soldering. But certainly the reliability is one of the concern. So we do some experiments, right? So, for instance, for this experiment, we have 13 legs, 13 pastes. In the experiment, we conducted the process development, trying to identify what's the appropriate reflow process window, the profile should be, and what are the issues. So we do identify some defects, through the process. Some of the issue maybe comes from the design portion of the test vehicle, but so through this project, we want to identify those issues, what are the gaps, and then the suppliers, they can work on that, and also from the design section, they can trade off some of the issues, right? So we will publish some white paper or recommendations. For example, for this type of material, what will be the major parameters where you should look into? For example, the bismuth mixing because it's a mixing solder ball joint. So this kind of percentage, shall we define some range for that? And what would be acceptance, right, for the when you do some tests, and what are the appropriate test conditions? So those are discussed. I think it's for the industry, especially for the suppliers, material suppliers. They know what are the target, what are the range, what are the list of the tests they should go through, right? So I think that's important for the industry.
Yeah, those are really important, those projects, and for me they're great examples of this level of collaboration we have in the industry, and it's nice to hear that's happening in Asia as well, and on a global base where that free flow of information is valuable. Haley, thank you for stopping by, thank you for chatting, and enjoy the rest of Apex. Thank you.
Thank you.